If you're a new seller or even an advanced seller that's trying to educate yourself, trying to be engaged in communities or talk with other sellers, you'll always hear those abbreviations, those acronyms that sometimes you don't really know what they mean. So you have to really look it up, search for it, and sometimes you don't really have the context, you don't really understand what is the logic behind them. So in this video, I'll try to share with you the Amazon lingo that Amazon sellers like myself are using, so it's easier for you to understand them, it's easier for you to really memorize them, and it will make more sense to you. Like BOL, COGS, those are things that at the beginning of my journey I didn't really know what they mean. So I'll try to make it very clear to you and save you time. What's up guys, and welcome to another video. For those of you that are new here, my name is Tomer from Sourcing Monster, and I'm a 7-figure seller. I have a couple of brands. I sell on Amazon for a little over 3 years. That's what I'm passionate about. I really enjoy doing that, and I want to share my journey and what works for me with the rest of the world. So if you want to get more videos like this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and all links and some other resources will be in the description box below. Let's start with this awesome video. Alright, so let's start with the acronyms and straight to the point, right? So before we start, we do have an article with all the abbreviations and acronyms, and you can find it on our website, sourcing-monster.com, if it's something that you would like to explore more. We'll put a link in the description. So let's start with the most common ones. There are more that are being used, but I wanted to make it right to the point and the things that we use more commonly. So let's start with it. It's not necessarily gonna be from the most important or the most used one to I mean the order of things. So let's start with 3PL. We all hear this lately, probably with all the logistics issues that we have in the world. So 3PLs means third-party logistics. It refers to a place or a warehouse that you store your things because you have a restock limits. That's usually the case, or you don't want to really have a lot of paying a lot of storage, inventory storage fees by Amazon. So for example, if your sell-through rate, or you're selling 2,000 units a month, and you order 10,000 units from your factory in China. So instead of shipping 10,000 units and paying for storage 5 months, you can send it to 3PL, pay less, and ship on demand, ship when you actually need. So when you have like 4,000 units on Amazon and you get to 2,000, you ask your 3PL, ship me more units to Amazon. That way, again, it helps you to save money. But that's right now, or the last 2 years, wasn't really the main reason why people use 3PLs. They used it because of the restock limits that we all know. We have many videos about that. You can check them out. Even one recently I made about Amazon News, how they increase that. ASIN, next one, ASIN. So ASIN would be like something that you use every day. That's the first thing that you hear. ASIN stands for Amazon Standard Information Number, and it's a unique number that Amazon is generating to identify your product. So every product would have its own ASIN. Under that ASIN, you can have multiple SKUs, multiple versions, each SKU or multiple sellers. So I'm not gonna really dive deep into that. A to Z guarantee. Amazon promised to protect their customers when buying from third-party sellers. The coverage under this policy includes both the timely delivery and the condition of customers' items. Customers can submit a claim to Amazon if they are unable to resolve the problem with the seller regarding the dissatisfaction with the delivery and conditions of the items. So this is something that Amazon taking more seriously and implementing more and more lately. We have videos about that too. You can check them out. BOL. BOL, it's called the abbreviation, the acronym is for Bill of Lading, a contractual document between carrier and shipper that states the details of the goods, yada yada yada. Basically what it means in simple words is that when you have issues usually and you need proof that the goods has been delivered, usually an issue with Amazon, let's say they're missing units, they lost units, you have to bring them the BOL, you have to bring them a proof that the goods has been delivered, the number of cases, the number of cartons, etc. So that's what you'll ask your freight forwarder when you need to provide it to Amazon. COGS. COGS stands for cost of goods sold, the direct cost of the production / manufacturing of your product. That would include the cost of the item, the packaging, the insert, the shipping. Everything would be the COGS. That's pretty much what it means. DDP, delivered duty paid. So door to door kind of. That's an Incoterm that means that the product supplier is responsible for the entire shipment, including all shipping arrangements and duties. Not necessarily the product supplier. It could be a freight forwarder. So for example, if you ask your freight forwarder, and I ship always DDP, I don't want to deal with customs, clearing things and making things more complicated for me. I'm not a logistics expert, even though lately we partnered with a logistic company. So if you need a good freight forwarder, talk to me. I would love to connect you with them. So as far as the entire shipping, including all shipping arrangement and duties. So basically you don't really have surprises. So you get a quote and you know that's what you paid. That includes customs and everything. EXW. EX works, that's an Incoterm that means the product supplier is only responsible for the manufacturing of products and preparing them for shipment. That means that the price that you get for them, let's say they're telling you the price per unit is $5 EX works, EXW. That means that that's the price for you to pick it up from them. It's not FOB that we will touch. We'll touch it later and explain what FOB means. But yeah, that's what it means. So that's the final price for them to pack it in cases and boxes for you to pick it up. It's ready in their factory. FNSKU, it's also something that you hear a lot. It's the little barcode that Amazon generate that allow them to recognize your good. Now sometimes they also want or put the ASIN as a barcode. So when I just started, it was only FNSKU, but it's fulfillment network stock keeping unit. The barcode Amazon uses to track products in their marketplace. It's an identifier unique to Amazon systems. It's required to be labeled on each individual unit of your products. FC means fulfillment center. Very simple. Amazon lately added a lot of fulfillment centers across the US that help them now deal with the increased volume of goods, and that's why now they're increasing the restock limits, making sellers' lives much easier. So a warehouse used by Amazon.com to store and pack products that has been sold on the site. FOB, if you remember, I said that when we mentioned the EXW, but FOB means free on board. That means that the price you get, let's say you get the $5 per unit FOB, that means that the price already includes transportation to the nearest port, and it's going to be ready for you there. I personally do EXW. It's easier for me. I just tell the factory go and pick it up from the factory or supplier place. That way they're not limited with ports. For me, that's what I did at the beginning. Some people prefer FOB. It's up to them. Freight forwarder, an intermediary that helps goods move between buyers and sellers. So basically, freight forwarder work is to basically ship the goods. They are experts in shipping. That's what they do. They know everything about it. And in today's world, the role of a freight forwarder is very, very important and crucial to your business. So it's very important to find a reliable a freight forwarder that you can trust. And again, if you need a good one, talk to me. GS1, an international organization that determines standards for the unique identification, including barcodes of products and companies in more than 100 countries worldwide. So GS1, it's basically a type of barcode, like a UPC that we'll touch base later. GTIN, Global Trade Item Number, a numerical code used to uniquely identify products and their variations. It's located underneath barcodes. GTIN is the umbrella term for other kinds of identifiers, for example, the UPC, EIN, are forms of GTIN. Hazmat, hazardous material, products or substances that could cause harm to people, animals, or the environment. And hazmat products could be even a shampoo. Because, if for some reason the shampoo or liquid, some materials like cleaning liquid, Windex or whatever, get transported and leaked, it's hazard. It's an hazmat product that could create a mess to the, to nature. So that's why it's being marked and categorized differently. So you know, shipping companies and even Amazon acting or treating it differently than other products. IPI. So IPI means Inventory Performance Indicator, a metric that Amazon uses to measure how well a seller is doing in managing their FBA inventory. It's important to avoid excess and aged inventory, keep decent sales over a 3-month period, fix standard inventory, and maintain a healthy stock level to have a satisfactory IPI score. Yeah, it's very important. You know, if you have a low API score, you're doing something wrong. So make sure that you check this metric and you take a look at it. LTL, less than truckload. That means that if you don't really fill a full container when you ship goods from China, let's say, for example, to the US, you're going to probably use LTL. But if you fill a container, that's going to be like a full container. MCF, multi-channel fulfillment. I have a great video about it, how I use my Amazon inventory to fulfill orders that come from eBay, Etsy, and some other marketplaces. So a service to use your Amazon inventory fulfillment process to fulfill orders from other e-commerce marketplaces. MOQ, minimum order quantity. When you deal with factories, one of the first things you learn is to ask and negotiate with suppliers is to ask them what is the MOQ, the minimum order quantity. MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail price. This is a price that the manufacturer recommends that the product be sold at in order to receive the maximum profits or to provide fair pricing to consumers. NDA, non-disclosure agreement. This is something that you usually gonna have between you or your supplier, or if you are trying to sell your Amazon business, you want the buyers to sign an NDA in case they are not gonna buy, so you're kind of protected. They are not gonna share any of the data they saw. OA, online arbitrage, a business model in which Amazon sellers purchase items from online retailers with the purpose of reselling them on Amazon. So they buy on eBay an item that sells for $10 and then they sell it on Amazon for like 15, so that they make $5 profit. P&L, profit and loss, financial statement that shows the revenues, costs, and profits, business over a specific period of time. That's also something that you usually use at the end of the year or the beginning of the year when you prepare your tax return. POD, proof of delivery, that's another or similar term to the BOL that we mentioned earlier. So in case Amazon lost some of your goods, they might ask you for POD. The same with POP, proof of purchase. They might ask you for proof of purchase to know for how much to reimburse you. RA, retail arbitrage, the process of finding products at a lower price from a retail, the same like OA, online, just retail. So you go to physical stores, you buy items discount price, and you sell them for higher price on Amazon. TOS, terms of service, very important. TOS are the terms of service on Amazon, the legal agreement between Amazon and its user. It outlines the rights and responsibilities of both Amazon and its users, as well as specifying the laws that will govern the relationship. It is important for users to read and understand the terms of service in order to know what is expected of them and what they can expect from Amazon. UPC, Universal Product Code, very similar to, it's under the GTIN umbrella, and you'll need the UPC codes in order to, I use UPC codes in order to add new items and list new items. YTD, year to date, refers to a period of time starting on the 1st. So the YTD for this year would be from January 1st to February 2nd, because I'm recording this February 1st, I'm sorry. So that would be the Y2D. But if we're July 1st, it will always be from the beginning of the same year to the current date. LTM means last 12 months. LTM refers to the time frame of the immediately preceding 12 months. The terms last 12 months or trailing 12 months frequently appear in a company's earning reports or other financial statements. So these are the most common ones that I'm using, that I hear from other Amazon sellers that we, in conversations. And if you want to join our community where you can talk with other people, where you can see how they are using those terms, definitely join our group. It's $10 lifetime membership, just to see that you're serious and you're not just coming to troll the group and spam or whatever. Just a little security measurement that I took to make sure that we have high quality people there. We'll have a link down below in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I gave you a value here and showed you some good tips here. Now please, my friends, do me a favor and share this video with other people that might benefit from this video. It will help me grow the channel and I will really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.